Rumchaksoa sakantikon ya Genius 24/7 chinaona Koborang operating pa anga Rik Marak talagos ni chidok mungo barsal skang pa Koborang ni kata bichurang ko porai chinam. India asong ni songadam gemuk chin 5G mobile network ko wat genok. Etnal sini ketam dal gepa ko sot kepa ni vidungo inquiry report ko thara ke janmana pharak china da biam. Meghalaya ado ko BJP party ko A.chik Kobor changja kamthang ko wa chinagata M2 aganan. Chani pizza ko thainagata nolgaman mortani ko sako toilet brush aro nogapaka ni barak ko donam. Preston tinsong tura aro Conrad kesama silongo aso ni nisan ko badlate chang sos ni dokapa jakatela ni sal ko manidilangan. Porat gaman kata bisong ko talbate ba wibate poranang skana.
Since 2014, our country has been plagued by divisive forces. TMC is in Meghalaya with the mission to empower the people, uphold the ethnic cultures and traditions, celebrate the sacred land. To oust the proxy BJP government from Meghalaya, be the change, support TMC by calling on 96877 96877.
India asong ni songadam gemuk chin 5G mobile network ko wat kino. 5G mobile network jan dau jakhalinggpa 4G ba 3G na bate changching bat pelitarapat ke pongan. Ya 5G mobile telephony ko India asong gemuk chin aba chingar keno ni asong ni Prime Minister Narendra Modi Mizar Sombar sani ba ko Independence Day maniaw asong ni mandirana agan pragmatungo janapat tahan. India asongo teknologi ni gata ba gemuk chin tusokanirang ko nagata maningahan. Skang cha songo na bate dauni cha songo onan gata kam ka ani rugapun bangal dengtanatang kamrang ko kai asong na development ko nagata maningang. Mamung sorkari riyang pa jaw 5G telecom spectrum ko krolaksana batin India asong ni manicha pa Mukesh Ambani Jio na Sudal meter ni daling pa Bharti Airtel na Indian Gotham Andis Group na ro Vodafone Idea na palatahan ni uiatnagipa. Aro mukhang chi India asong gemuk ko dongpa songantinan ya 5G ko sokate ungluk ni ba India asong ni Prime Minister Narendra Modi paragatahan. Aro munggapan kubor Meghalaya ado ko BJP party ko A.chik Kobor dalnagata changjaingan. Meghalaya ado ko BJP party ko state president A.chik Kobor ni dalnagata changjania selo party ko blagat nagata manjaingani. BJP National Vice President in charge of Meghalaya M2 State President A.chik Kobor ko niyamgata kamthang ko wation chinagata aganahan. M2 awni aganani gata de A.chik Kobor ra anthani party gata sa BJP party ko sasun khanagata minga andiba BJP party ra bini saksani party ongjan. Wa BJP na kham kagparang ko ro BJP ni dalgalgparang ko mande baraja yarang chin uni kham changgijani ko ba mesokan wa saksa NPP na chakpa mande nganin uni kham chin winagata maningani M2 aganahan. BJP party ni state president A.chik Kobor ni riyang pa salo BJP ni MLA na ba tore bang pa hajagani khoragatam brasire ticket rang ko jana ba ganang maina wa mangni kamrang namjang ngode wa mangna ba ticket rang ko jawani aganang hajum yani berungo M2 agan sakani ko na tingon A.chik Kobor haida anthani mandena ticket rang ko ne taw shokaman gpa khiredat rang ko hajagani khoragatam brasyo susaatna skchainga Jedako de NPP party nengrai election ko chinagata mangin. BJP party ko redalna changjaro kumong nangremari dongjanina A.chik Kobor ko kamthang ko wation chinagata ba M2 aganahan. Aro munggapan kubor etnal sinigacham dalgapa ko sood gapani inquiry report ko tharake parak china dabiang. Henutep National Liberation Council HNLC Bobordo Nigacham General Secretary Translator thank you ko police ani sod kalgapani vidungo inquiry takani report ko tharaken parak chinagata unis khangpa siani brisiko gisikra ai maniani salo tidhanatang durang aro udinoktang ni mandirang ba adok sorokhario dabyang thokahan. Translator thank you ni siani ko gisikra nagata dungthamancha uninoko thomani ko ngatanio siangpa mandini jonggpa Grenari Starper thank you janmana agan parakangyon uni adatang ko police ani sod kala ni vidungo judicial inquiry dakani report ko adok sorokari tharakin janmana parak nagata nangani aganahan inquiry report ko tawri bangapa September ni school tarikon jadmana parakin ne aduk ni deputy chief minister Preston Tinsong antangan sakantikon manahani gemen ya report ko sakaman salni gisepon jadmana parak jagen chimore uri noktang ni ro dengtarang tangan durang jep ni dong jawa ni ba greenery paragat taham Chinga chingni aratana kaket bichal ko nang nakingani gemen ya judicial inquiry ni report ko jadmana parak chinagata da bigang Kerester thank you ko so otario jak tonggapa mandirang plakan nangata sastirang ko chinaba chinga dabing ani Kerester sagiri jonggapa aganahang Meghalaya dokoro mongsong bate silong sudun mau yania asal mamang sosun deng wanirang dongzana gata adok sorkari report ko thara kenjin mana parak nagata nangani ba waganahan September ni school tarik ni gisepon inquiry report ko janmana parak jagen chimongore onanggi jagapa asarang ongani chorang dongani ba greenery mgakatani ko nangahang Chinga sorkari ni momolani ko kna chakke September school tarik ko na singado nagata tika handi ba sorkari kuratchakatna tusoka cha ngode chinga National Human Rights Commission High Court or Supreme Court unaba riang naba ganangani greenery paragatahan aro munggapan kobor chani pizza ko tharina nolgaman moitani ko sako toilet brush aro nogapagani barako tunam anching plakan mungsingpa restaurant nango chani thariani ba mandirana rongthalesa na me thari sa ongenane bebera ndiba andaki ongjan saksa sahil khanani mungpa mandini ke sa social media photo kai watat kpa ko nukswani gatarim Bengaluru ni ke sa Dominus restaurant pizza thari kpa ko photo kai watatahan arwa photo ko nukswani gatade pizza thari na nol gaman moita jerang kon ge sa trio do ningachem padon chakingachem uni ko sa ko toilet brush aro nogapakani barang ko tonani ko nagata manahan na sibang ba photo nakanagata mangen ya photo rang ko nukswani bakan food safety officer rang ya Dominus pizza restaurant ko chpatahanin ba kuborna wiatahan anching gamakan bebera Taldal gapa ba namnam gapa restaurant angode name simsa ke chaani rangani ko tharia ani andiba ya photo ko nukswani ja mano bangbata mandirangan ya bebera anio khumyang ganok ani winagata manam aro munggapan kubor Preston Tinsong turau aro Conrad kesangma silongo asoni nisan ko badalate chang sosni dokpa jagatala nisal ko manidalangan chang sosni dokpa India asoni jagadalongani sal ko India asung gemukon maningon aduk ni chief minister Conrad kesangma silong polo ground no aro aduk ni deputy chief minister Preston Tinsong Nutura Khalsakram biapo asoni jagatela ni sal ko maniangahang unomutungo garuis ni dentharang tang district headquarter aro sub division rangoba ya sal ko maniangahang taw silong polo ground no maniangpa adita video clips rang ko nira ang nam
participated in the liberation war of Bangladesh. The BSF is the largest border guarding force in the world. Today's contingent of the BSF is being led by Sub-Inspector
no matter how small or how big it is. I keep telling all my colleagues, my officers, my team, and all the people that I meet, that there is a reason why we have been given this opportunity by God Almighty to be here and to serve the people of the state for the last 4.5 years. And I tell them that it's not that we are ministers or chief minister. That is not the kind of mindset that I would like to work with. But I would like to see that we dedicate ourselves to our people. And that's what has driven us in the last 4.5 years to do what we have been trying to do And in all the process that we have moved forward, we have realized that so many things have been happening in the last 50 years in the state, or last 75 years in this country. But we have not been able to get the maximum benefit and output out of it. Somewhere there's been a lack in implementation of things. Somewhere there's been a lack in the monitoring of the schemes. Somewhere there's been a lack in the capacity building of our officials and of our political leaders. Somewhere there's been a gap in the delivery mechanism to the grassroots level. Somewhere we have not utilized the technology that's available today to be able to achieve things in a much quicker and faster way. Sometimes we have missed that there's a holistic approach to everything rather than departments working in silos. And all these thought processes has driven us to do what we did in the last 4.5 years. There have been many difficult situations which we faced. Many tough decisions that we had to make. But as I was telling you, I believe that God Almighty has given us this opportunity to serve the people for a purpose. When we had the border issue in front of us, we had a great challenge. An issue which has not been resolved for the past 50 years. And here we are in a situation where we may be able to take things forward. Last 50 years, people living in the border areas have suffered for no mistake of theirs. There have been incidents of violence. People have lost lives. People could not sleep at night, wondering what's going to happen in the night or in the morning. Many political parties, governments have put it in their manifesto that border issue will be resolved. Many parties and leaders have spoken about it, and they've tried their best to do something about it. And I thank each and every one of them. But it is this government that has taken that extra step forward to finally find a solution to the long pending issue of border dispute between Assam and Meghalaya. 50 years it could not happen. But we have started doing it in the last 5 years. And it's all because of the political will that we had. Because of the belief that we are here for a purpose, and we would like to look back after 10, 20 years, 15 years and tell ourselves that we did not lose that opportunity to be able to serve the people of our state when we had it. We did not shy away from the challenge and the tough decision we had to take when it came in front of us. I would not want to look back and regret that we did not move ahead. And that's why it gives me immense pleasure and satisfaction to see that we have moved forward in a very, very complicated situation. We faced a lot of challenges. Our leaders went to every village, met every stakeholder, met different community leaders, and then only we arrived at a MOU for the first 6 phases. I can assure you that we will resolve the next 6 locations also. Because we have the political will to move forward and the courage to take the decision when it has to be. And I can assure you, as I said, that we will resolve the rest of the 6 locations also. In the last 4.5 years, there have not been any major incidents related with insurgency. Some minor incidents were there. But by and large, we have seen the state as being peaceful. We are today on the verge of being able to take the peace talks forward with the HNLC. With Government of India and Government of Meghalaya working very closely, talks have already started at an unofficial level. Many rounds of discussions have taken place. And the HNLC has made it clear in writing that their talks are unconditional and within the constitutional framework. And hence, we are very hopeful that very soon, with the efforts of the Government of India, Government of Meghalaya, and the HNLC, that we will be able to take these peace talks forward to its logical conclusion and bring peace to the state of Meghalaya once and for all. In the last 4.5 years, we have worked closely with Government of India to remove the Armed Forces Special Power Act, which had been in our state for a very, very long time. And right after we took over the government, we decided, and which has been something that has been very, very close to my heart personally, that yes, we need the forces to protect us. We need the forces to move ahead and fight when it's required. But in certain complicated situations, sometimes the Armed Forces Special Power Act is counterproductive. And hence, right after taking over the government in 2018, we moved that the Armed Forces Special Power Act should be repealed from our state. And I'm thankful to Government of India, to the Honorable Prime Minister, for having taken that initiative and step. And today, within the last 5 years, we have been able to remove the Armed Forces Special Power Act from our state. In the last many months, our police forces have been working relentlessly to fight the war against drugs and substance abuse.